Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Houston Texans. Ready to get this one going. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Hurt.
They'll start this one out at home. And the Mars starts one game. Couple yards on the first play. Here comes second down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Motioning one of the tight ends. All gets it again on second down. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Bronk? It's a gain of 5, 3rd down coming up.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
The Texans going with a dime set here. We've got 6 DBs for 3rd down. They go right back to Hall. He's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. 1st down.
Win the early battle. Give them leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Ball on the 45. 1st and 10. Here's Hall once more. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
There's absolutely nothing he could do in that situation, Kate. Defense broke through so quickly they had him dead to rights soon after he got the ball in his hands.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set. Back to 50. Back to 50.
Here's Willis to the air. Escapes out to the left. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
I don't think there's any question about it. You could see right from the jump here, the point of emphasis with this coaching staff. Be active with your hands, not just one guy. All these guys are flying around and so actively, aggressively looking for that impact play.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go.
Throwing is Willis. Got a man. This is Evans. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Ready up.
1st and 10 from the 41.
18 Cardinal.
Willis now. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away. So he goes down. Looking
Second Pirate. Ready.
After the sack, another pass on second down. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Here he is on third and long. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ch0zen. And the Texans will take over as he records his first interception of our season. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm. And back on script.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. Stroud in the air to start us off. That's complete to the rookie out of Iowa State. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
That timing had to be perfect. And boy, was it ever. He reached a breaking point along his route, and that QB knew right where to throw it. Tremendous anticipation and tremendous execution.
Target to his back, Joe Mixon. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
Yeah, right there. That's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Chance to stack some momentum if they can turn this turnover into 6. It's first and goal.
18. That's it.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Texans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. C.J. Stroud, the touchdown. They broke out the design, run from there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get a 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. First and 10.
Come on. 18. 60 Eagles. 19 Lions. Trap 60.
Looking to throw here. Shake off that previous INT. The Ch0zen throws it in, and they will get him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Normally in dime coverage, you do get a little extra time to find and make a throw. Even with fewer guys rushing the pocket that time, they still brought him down before he could ever find a target to throw to.
Trying again, following the set. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Okay, ready?
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Ready?
Tight end in motion left.
70. Go.
3rd and long for him here. Set up the screen here for Hall. And this is not going to do the job. They don't even let him get back to the line. It's 4th down. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And we'll see what kind of first impression he makes tonight. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Oh, right. 18.
Shotgun now, first round. Buys time, rolling right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception. 2nd down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
16 up, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Willis to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast.
Willis sacked. A loss of 13 yards. It's 3rd down. 3rd and ball.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They're looking at 3rd and very long.
Go, Reed, go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Buccaneers out and into punt formation. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. This lands deep into the end zone. We're picking things up at the 20 after the touchback. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. It's a race down the right side. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Back to the air they go on second. Stroud has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Again, Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
And the Texans, first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Stroud. And in for the Houston touchdown. The Texans take a 13-0 lead. To rock this offense, looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans double their lead to 14. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that run.
And it looks great flying through the air, bro. The problem's on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I've got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
4th and forever coming up.
Happy Lions. Panther Street. Panther Street.
They're going for this. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go. Nike Texas. Hey, south.
From the gun, Stroud. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans take a 20-zip lead. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans stretch their lead to 21. Kickoff. Set to return this, Trey Palmer. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10.
Come on.
The play fake, he'll throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Here's Willis. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're left facing third and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. To the air, third and long. Short pass brought in. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Offense in the hurry up here. Here's the snap on fourth. He's got his man. This is Kraft. And he will be stopped now, but lots to like about that effort. Working quickly here.
17 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
Batted away at the line. Incomplete. Didn't put it high enough to get it over that line. Second down coming up.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Second and 10 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. That pushes them back. Third down coming up. Houston calls it second timeout. They're down to their final one in this half.
Okay. Can I be honest with you? I'm just starting to feel bad for this quarterback and his family because he is just taking a beating before our eyes.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Throwing from the gun. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Well, best of luck here. It's fourth and a considerable distance. Here's Willis to the air. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Jimmy Ward has it. And it's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown.
And there in Kate, Right there, that's some of the danger of playing with desperation. You can't get every point back with one play, and that quarterback, well, he just learned a valuable lesson. Not only can he get not every point back, you just gave up 6 of your own.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Texans continue piling on to this lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
19 tight. Buffalo 18.
Back to the air following the pick 6. That's reeled in by Jaden Reed. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
1st down, Buccaneers.
Willis. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target there was Mike Evans. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
Throwing is Willis. Setting up the running back screen. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. And it's the Buccaneers. Backed up here on 3rd and 15. To throw, here's Willis. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 4th and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Headed out right. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. 18. Where's the hot? South.
Throwing from the gun here. And off here to Mixon. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans grow their lead yet again. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start after 35. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
On the counter, Hall. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, the very minimal gain.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Set up.
Running back, motioning right. Give on 2nd to Hall. Blast through midfield. And he has this all the way across to the opposing 45. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
There's just no question about it. He has the license to adapt a little bit, to diagnose plays because they trust his instincts. And there, well, it was all on display. Expert-level diagnosis going on to see a potential run and get in position to stop it behind the line.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. On the move, headed right. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Let's go.
Willis looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he works just to the 38 before going down. All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short.
He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
Throwing here just before halftime. Taking a shot. Deep down the field it goes. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball. Incomplete. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. McLaughlin has it on the teeth, and he's ready to send this flying. Kickoff taken at the 3. This makes it up to the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
All right. 18. What's that? Hey, uno.
Shotgun now, 1st round. He's looking deep once again. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Jacob Parrish on the coverage.
Look the hot. Love it.
Here's Stroud now. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Look to hot.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. Into the hands of Dell. We got 24 yards on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
That's good for the Houston Texans. First down at the 49-yard line.
Why, Tony?
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Has a man downfield, it's Collins. He goes the distance, touchdown Houston! The Texans grow the lead coming out of halftime. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Texans tack on 7 more to their lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. First and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And this is taken ahead to the 37. Jalen Smith getting there to make the stop. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Come on.
Oh, with the first and still going. Along this sideline inside the 25. He's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers start the second half with some needed points. Breece Hall with the touchdown.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game. And that is exactly what the doctor ordered.
McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers cut into the lead by another point.
Buccaneers 7.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. Brings up second down.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. From the 24. He throws a bullet deep to the right. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
19 seconds. Hey, south. No. Me.
First down throw by Stroud. Cut near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans piling onto the scoreboard yet again. Texans continue adding on to that lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. First and 10. Now they send their back in motion right. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Hall running between the tackles. He's able to drive that final about a yard. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Quick pass, right side, complete. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still 4th down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down the completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
He slides down with enough to pick up that first.
I think sometimes you hear 4th and 2 and it sounds like it's short. But what if I said 4th and 6 feet? That's a little bit more, and it takes a surge just like that to get it done.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Hall takes it straight ahead. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. The tackle there by Danielle Hunter.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Drop 50, let's go.
Here we go, second and 9. Evans brings in the slant. Down to the 44-yard line as he nearly picks up the first.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
3rd down, give to Hall. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Come on. 60 by 6.
Here's Willis. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Just an incredible effort out of here today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
18 targets. Check, contact. Gotta be lying.
Hop behind the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
Gosh, this front has just been destructive, hasn't it? My goodness. Same type of pressure. You're going to get it on 3rd down that you just got on 2nd. You better block it up. What a big win on 2nd down. Try to get off the field now. This offense and offensive line better get ready.
60 Maverick. Warrior 70. Go.
3rd and long for him here. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th.
Cowboy 80.
Willis now. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Strap to throw on first down. Gets everything he has under this throw. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Try getting it to Nico Collins. And now they face second down.
Here we go. 18. Okay. South. 11. Punchy.
To the air, Stroud. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he goes out of bounds. What a play to end this third quarter. So just one quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Texans football, and they hold a commanding advantage in this one. First and 10 from the 41.
South. Oh, ready.
From the gun, Stroud. Catches made down the right sideline. It is in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans are running them out of the building. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Tucker now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Bucks to the line. First and 10.
18 Cardinals. 18 Radley. Cut 19.
Running back sent in motion.
Ready.
Willis to throw it. Looking underneath here for Hall. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. They're set up at the 35 now.
Here we go. Cowboy in. 19 Lions.
Willis. Forced out to his right. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be third down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up fourth down.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on fourth down, and they move those chains. Here's Willis to the air. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he's able to get this down to the 36.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
It's made by Bucky Irving. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy when you're on second down.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Trying to find his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Come on.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Got a man. This is Evans. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Crack all 80. 18 tight. 19 tight. 18 Pioneer. 7 Pirates. Go.
First down from the red zone. Chased out to his right. And he won't escape this. The Texans take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
Packers 60, Packers 70 Rangers, 79 Broncos.
Another try following the sack. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Petrie.
Well, Kate, that's far from the first time we've seen him throw into the wrong team, but this one was probably the most costly.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Oh, why Tony? 118. What's that? 19 Texans.
Operating from the gun. It's Stroud. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Benjamin Morrison comes up with it. And the Buccaneers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
This is one of those moments, Kate, as a quarterback, when you're jogging off the field, I'm not even going to look at my defense. They gave me the ball, and all I did was give it right back to that other offense.
Viking at Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
From the gun, it's Hall. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Ready.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Buccaneers just want to get out of here with how this one has gone. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll send their tight end right. They run. Here's Hall. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
79 Broncos.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That's caught for the 1st. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
Ready. 18 card. Cowboy 80. Oh.
Finds the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
14. Chase McLaughlin.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Tony.
They're going to pass it here. Complete out to the right side. It's a 21-yard gain. And it sets up a Houston first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage, to make that in cut and make the catch.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the fourth quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game. The lack thereof, well, it's a big part of what's put them playing from behind in the final stanza of this one.
Trying again, following the sack. Diving right side, got it!
That is all-out effort to make the catch, putting his body on the line, diving for the ball. He earned that reception and some more targets in the immediate future.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Shotgun now, first round. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. In third and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass in a fourth down instead.
South.
Stroud now on fourth down. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Texans throwing 6 more on the blowout. Nico Collins with a touchdown. His third through the air this game. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Tucker now on the return. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10.
Here we go. 19, 18. Cougar 19. Panther 60. Panther 11. Go.
Throwing is Willis. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Buccaneers putting up points in a game decided. So 6 points at the buzzer, Brock, but 0 effect on our final outcome.
Yeah, I get that, but I'll tell you what, that'll be one of the first plays they watch in the film room this coming week. Like you said, they lose whether that's scored or not, but Coach will always emphasize effort on the field. Reaching that end zone to end an already decided game, that is effort with a capital E.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Buccaneers Bears take 7 points off the deficit. So it's the Texans who defend their building and take the win. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0. So for my partner Brock Hewitt and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we'll see you next time from Houston.
You
time.